Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me doing the virtual bi-weekly contest 178. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about today's poem, this contest, everything in between. This is a live recording, so and this is a video for that. So for that, hopefully it's good. But if you're looking for more review and going over the problems, each problem will have its own video, so check that out. Anyway, yeah, without further ado, yeah, let's get to it. Let's do a self countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. Do. Alright. Alright. Do the first number, okay, for x and nums. Something like this, right? This is why we test. Alright, would have been bad. Okay, M65, so it's a prefix max. Prefix GC to I is okay, nums of I versus prefix. Okay, GCD of the number over the max. Okay, it's a little bit odd, but after constructing it, this seems like a simulation problem. Nothing to understand, so let's just get to it then, right? Negative numbers, no, okay. And then maybe prefix. X, right after we insert it. Okay, so then now. Do I have a thing? Let's print it out real quick. We're confident, but 262, 3628. All right, that's a little bit. I mean, that's just the input for the most part, so that's whatever. Okay, then now we sort smallest unpaired and then the largest unpaired. It's odd, then okay, should be ignored. Okay, fine. Right. I just like writing it this way. Q.pop left, Q.pop. What do I do? Computer GCD of AB. The sum of okay, so right. So just a lot of like just doing what they tell you, which is I don't know, very odd or easy to mess up. But hopefully I didn't mess it up. Okay, but easy to miss an instruction. I think that's the thing. Okay, given two integer arrays, nums1, nums2, any number of times, swap same array. What are we looking to do? Swap with minimum cost, swap within the same array, ij, then swap ij. Okay, swap is free, otherwise two arrays is how do you equalize in that case? Well, I guess it just I mean, you could always choose index I is equal to 0, and then just put whatever you want in there. So that's like a way to kind of think about it that way. Then how do I think about it, right? If it's not possible, well, f okay. So let's do the not possible case. If it is possible, then what? Then it's just a number of delta, right? Nums2, right? Yeah, maybe. Okay, for x in f of keys, if f of x is not equal to 2, it will return -1. Oh, ooh, messed up. What am I doing? Am I actually okay? And then otherwise, then now, And now we just calculate the delta, right? So for x in nums1, let's just say f2 is equal to right? f2 of x increment by 1. For x in nums2, f2 of x subtract by 1. And for now, for v in f2 of values, we just sum it up, right? Absolute v divided by 2. So one operation will fix how many things are out of place, right? I feel like this is divided by 4, but oh no, for each one it'll be divided by 2. So then now misplace is equal to 0, then misplace, but then we have to return misplace divided by 2 for that reason, right? 0, 1, -1. Let's YOLO submit. Hopefully that's rightish. Okay. Count fancy. It was a little bit awkward, but count fancy numbers in a range. You have left and right, which is already. If I have to guess, this is already probably digit DP with this range thing. But okay, let's see. Good. If it's digits from okay, fancy. Number is fancy if it's good. Okay, so there's fancy and good. All right, an integer is good if it's strictly monotonic. Okay, increasing or decreasing. We'll just have to count twice. Okay. So you have to count. You have to remove the stuff that's both, which is just all the same numbers. We have to kind of counter that. But okay, an integer is called fancy if it's good, or sum of the digit is good. What does that mean? The integer is fancy if it's good, or if the sum of its digit is good. I see. So you could sum the digit and it'll give you a thingy. Okay. That's annoying, but something strictly increasing. Wait, is it? Oh no, it's strictly. Oh, strictly monotone. Okay, so I kind of messed up that. So there's no same number, which makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so an integer is fancy if it's good. The good part is easy, but then the sum of the digits, that's the part, right? Okay. Whew. How do I think about this? Huh. Well, okay, so then we have some def f, and then we have some return f of r minus f of l minus 1, right? Should be fine. And then now we have some x. I mean, it is digit dp, but I'm trying to think about a digit dp. What would the digit dp look like for the sum of the digits part? Well, actually, there's only 15 digits. So what is that? 9 times 15 maybe, so it's 135. If it's good, or the sum of its digit is good. So then we have to just do both of them, and but then, that is, I mean, it's just very basic mutual. It's just very annoying. Okay. It's just digit dp. Okay, so then what's the digit dp? Something like this, and I just write s usually. And then now we want the digit dp to be, let's see, we want the digit to be the index, the current total, which goes only up to 100 anyway, and then the last digit, right? And then we want to do increasing and then one for decreasing, I suppose. But the sum of this digit can be increasing and the sum of the digit can be decreasing. But it only goes up to 145, so we can pre-cache that. So yeah, so we'll just pre-calculate good is equal to forced times, I don't know, m for some m is equal to 150 is probably fine, right? We only have 15 digits. Let me just go for I in range of m plus 1. Let's just do m, right? if I will rename this good, so it's kind of annoying. If fancy of I, then good is, or just good is equal to fancy of I, I suppose. Okay, and then now just to write fancy, string x, right? So yeah, so okay, right? It's annoying. E and zip of s, right? So adjacent things. If a is okay, yeah, let's just do two things. Return increasing s or decreasing s, right? So yeah, we'll write both of them, it's fine. So if it's increasing and a is greater than or equal to b, then we return false, otherwise return true. Seems straightforward. And decreasing s is the same thing, but in the other direction. Right? It's not the cleanest code, but it's fine, right? So then now we have all this, right? Okay, so then now we have index, total. We also need is prefix, right? Total is and then the last digit, right? So gonna add prefix, actually prefix. Last digit is gonna be what the last digit is, and total is just sum of digits, right? And then maybe I like to write Sn for the length of s, right? So then now if index is equal to s of n, then no, there's something awkward about this one. The awkward thing is that if I'm only counting the good, I see. So we have to. I thought I could avoid it, but maybe I can't. So we have to count the number of goods, count the number of sum of digits of goods, and then count both and subtract. Okay, I'm just taking notes for myself. Okay, so then let's do it. Number of good, then we don't have to think about this total really, right? Yeah, so when we get to the end, that means that we are good, so we return 1, right? Is there any mod thing? No, it only goes up 10 to 15, so it shouldn't need any mods. Prefix, right? So if we're matching prefix, then for the next digit, for this digit, we only go up to int of s, not including the s sub index, right? Not including itself, and then we just total is equal to 0. Total we increment by g of index plus 1. Prefix is going to be false now, and then the last is just x, right? But we still have to start from last plus 1, so we don't right? And then now if int let's just say c digits is equal to int this. If c is greater than, or just greater than last, then total we add g of index plus 1 with true, and then the last digit is still x though. No, it's going to be c for the prefix, right? Okay, and then we return total. Otherwise, we are not matching the prefix, so then we can do something like that's plus 1, 9 inclusive. So g of index plus 1, false, x, and then we return total. Okay, and I think that should be okay. Right, so that's g. So yeah, so now we want to return g of 0, true, I think, and then 0 maybe. it would never be 0 anyway. But obviously this isn't correct because we only did one of the three things. I'm just working on looking at it. What am I doing this for? Okay. Okay, -7 seems probably not correct. Why do I even have negative numbers? Oh, because this is probably returning bigger than this. That's fine. Maybe? Maybe not? Oh, single digit numbers are always cool. Oh, 10 is probably not handled correctly. Why is 10 not handled correctly? Oh, because this is increasing. I have to do the decreasing one as well. So maybe G. This is so annoying. So I'm gonna end up like labeling everything crazily, right? So let's just say this. G increasing, right? And then now we want to. Don't know. I mean, for 10. For 10, we want the first digit to also. Oh, because. We haven't done a number yet. I have to handle leading zeros. Leading zeros don't count in a good way, but we also have to. Yeah, usually I put it on a different function, but still. But we still have to handle it in either case. But let's just say 0 for now, which is going to be true. Yeah, so then we have all this, but then also if 0, then can keep going leading 0. So then we just if 0, then we also but if 0 is always going to be prefix, so we'll go here, which is fine, right? So if 0, then we also G increment of index plus 1. 0 is still going to be true in this case. Prefix is going to be true. Technically, I guess I'll just, and last is still 0. We'll just ignore it. We have to input force, and then, okay, let's see. Should at least not be negative. That's annoying. Why am I, now it's getting -8? What? Okay. 10. Oh no, just f of I. Okay. Oh, that's right. So then why am I doing wrong? Why am I getting negative numbers if... Huh? Did I rewrite the input by accident? L minus 1. This is right. This is what I would have expected. That is very confusing. Huh? Where am I getting -7 from? Oh. Maybe 10 is just handled dumbly. Okay, 10 is handled dumbly. Okay, so I didn't fix it. Why? Okay, so 0, it just returns 1, leading 0, right? So then now it goes to we can be 0. The prefix is false. I don't know why I wrote true. Okay, so that may be why. Okay, so now this is fine again. I mean, there's some weird things going on with this still being incorrect, but I think this is at least in the realms of being correct. Because it's 2, so it's not counting the decreasing one. That's fine, actually. That's what I want. Okay, so this is why you test stuff, you know, in between, right? Because then now we can. I wonder how fast people did it. But I don't know. So for decreasing, we want. What do we want? If it's 0, that's fine. We keep going. We ignore. If it's prefix, then yeah. I mean, we still just go from. Okay, so C is the current digit. Did I mess this up? Oh no, last, right? So we go from. So it goes from 0 to the min of these two, right? Yeah, I think it just goes to the min of these two. because you cannot go C not inclusive, and then also last not inclusive because you don't want the last number. Okay, right, and then now if the we want to see if we do the last number. If it's strictly less than, then we're fine. Otherwise, here we do all the numbers. So given the last digit, we just go from 0 to last. I think we're Gucci maybe. I don't know why. I think this is. I'm just silly. This is part of the same thing. Right. Okay. I was hoping that would fix it, but apparently not. Yeah, I don't know why I removed it. Okay, actually this looks good, right? 10 and 8, or 10 and 7. 10 has 11 numbers, right? 8 having 10 numbers is definitely wrong, because there's only 9 numbers in between. How am I? Oh, I'm double counting zeros. That's fair. Maybe I can write something like, if 0, return 0, don't count 0. Okay. Okay. So then 10 does not get counted. Oh wait, this has to be in both places, not just one. But maybe. No. 10 is still not giving me a number. A new number. Why? This is very annoying, but it's okay. Okay, so 10, first number is 1. And okay, so then the prefix. So there is a prefix. This doesn't do anything. The first number is 1. The last has to. Oh, last has to be something like 10 or something. Okay. Well, this is decreasing. It's still not working. Oh, because of this last thing is not. The thing is that this last thing is not. I don't know. Maybe 9? No, it has to be 10 because you want it to have 9. But then here the loops are wrong as a result. How am I thinking about it? Okay, so if it's the, I mean 0 is probably fine, but if it is matching, that means that we want 0 and 1, but it goes up to the last. But it is the prefix though, so last or C. So this should only count once. Oh no, I see. The 1-digit case is the only case where it is strictly increasing and decreasing. That's why. So actually this is correct, but in an awkward way, because 1 digit, it's strictly both, I guess. I hate you. Is 10 correct? Every number is correct. 11 is. I think everything here is fine. Maybe I want to say, because the only non-good fancy number is 11. So maybe we just special case this out, right? So if x is less than 10, then what is it x, right? Then every number, I think it technically is x plus 1 because of 0, right? And return x plus 1. Wait, but is my 10 counted? No, 10 does not count it, so we just return x, say, right? Okay, so it gives me the right answer for that. The digit sum part. Okay, yeah. Okay. So then now, okay, we're getting closer. This is such a schlep. Okay, so yeah, let's just say good is equal to this. good gn is equal to this, right? And then now we want to say return gn plus sum n, which is the digit n, and then minus sum n gn, right? Maybe something like that. And then sn is equal to 0, gsn is equal to 0 for now. We have to finish it, right? Okay, and then now we want, what do we want? We want the answer. Okay, so the sum of the digits is good, right? So the incrementing. No, just you don't have. There's no incrementing. It's just sum of the digits. So then let's define it. We have the index. We have the total. We have the prefix, and we have the 0, right? Oh yeah, cache. And it's just basics index sum. This is s sub n, which is very confusing. Okay, we are at there. Then we just return. Okay, with 0, then we return 0. Otherwise, return 1, right? Yeah, and we don't care about. We only care about the prefix. We don't care about increasing or decreasing. So okay, with 0. So if 0 total s of index plus 1, 0 is still true, prefix is false, and total is still 0. Oh, this total is kind of okay, just return it to count. Otherwise, if prefix, so if we're matching the prefix, then we just count to c is equal to int s of index. Then we just count to C, right? Inclusive. Well, okay, let's just write exclusive for now. S of index plus 1, no longer true, no longer true. And the total is just going to be total plus x. If, no, there's no if, we just do it, right? False, true, total plus C, right? So we're still matching the prefix. We return count. Otherwise, for x in range of 10 from 0 to 9, count, we just go s of index plus 1, false, total plus x, and then we return total, right? So that's s of n. So s of 0, true, prefix is true, and total is 0, right? Okay, let's run it real quick. Hopefully, oh, that's also the name of my string. Also, do I not convert? Oh, I should say SC for S count. This is terrible. Naming things is hard. All right, let's hopefully at least get. Okay, that's not good. Maybe it is. Maybe it's fine. Why is it? All the one-digit ones is true. So actually, it should be way more than this. Oh no, because I hard code for single digit. So 10 is sum of the digits is 1, so 10 is good as well. So okay, so maybe this is good. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is good. Oh no, this is wrong. I forgot that if good of total, we return 1, right? And otherwise we return 0. I mean, I don't think it changes the. Oh, it does changes this one for whatever reason. Oh, because there's only one number. So okay, so that's good. It's still not correct because we have to take out the common piece, but at least we're closer. Okay. The scary thing is just that it is so easy to make a mistake. And here we have to do the same thing. I'm just going H. Right. Let's just. I want to just copy and paste this. I'm going to, but I wonder if it will bite me in the butt later. But yeah, okay, so you have this, but then now you have to also have total, right? So we have to, so maybe that forces me to write it like this, which is good. Right. So it has to be both, right? So total plus 0, so total is fine. And this is total plus x, total plus c, and then total plus x. So then now, I have to return count. The base case is different. So if total is good, then we return 1. Otherwise, we return 0. Okay. And then now we have to do it for decrementing as well. But we're mostly done, hopefully. I mean, this is... I don't... I want to say maybe there's a cleaner way to write this, but I am certainly not doing it. Like, you probably can abstract some of this in a cleaner way, but I'm just doing a lot of copy and pasting instead, which is not great. I'm taking a long time too, obviously. I feel like I was fast on the first couple, but not anymore. Okay, I want to write something like this, but with H and with 0. Actually, I'm still, this 10 looks very awkward, to be honest. But so this can still be very wrong, but yeah, I mean, I'm calling the H, the G versions instead of the H versions. I have to fix it. Did I fix it for this one? Nope. Each deck is not defined. Okay. Okay, -6 is probably not what we're looking for, but the 1 is good. Why is the -6 there? If it's good, then return the count, right? And only if it's good. So, okay. Yeah. I've written the same exact code like 20 times already. But, alright. -6. So the 10 being 1 is definitely not right. It has to be both though, right? Why is it, what am I doing wrong? If it's good, return 1, so it's both. Am I doing single digits wrong? Maybe I'm doing single digits wrong. The single digit, everything counts. Single digit, how can single digits be such a bad case for me? I think it is true that single digits the issue, because then, well, is it though? Because that means that this should have been more correct. What's SC? So this is not giving me the right number actually. I think the other part is fine. Okay, so that means that right, if it's 0, return 0, otherwise total plus x. Do I do good wrong for total? For increasing, oh, no, this should return true for all these, right? So, okay. So let I just print this out real quick. Should have cached this, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, no, all the single digits are correct. So then why is S sub n not that big? Or S sub c? Sn, okay. Okay. I'm printing too much stuff. I can't differentiate. Okay, Sn is 1, so that's definitely wrong. Right. So prefix prefix index plus 1, false true. total, we add 1, right? And then this is index 1, and then prefix is true. So then it goes 0. Yeah, okay. But then it also does a loop. Can I mess this up? Oh, yeah. No, prefix. Okay, this part, it goes to 0. So then now it goes here, 0 all the way to 9. Right, index plus 1, totals plus x, right? How can this be wrong? Index is 1, s sub n is... I don't get it. Huh. So 1... Yeah, no, this should be fine. Oh, I'm returning total instead of count. That's one of the copy and paste mistakes that I was worried about. Okay. But then now it's double counting something. Because for 10 it returns 21, which is hilarious. Okay, now it's clearly returning too much. So 0. Huh. Why is it returning 10? Why is it returning 21 rather? Why am I so bad at this? So prefix, it goes up to C, this should never execute, so then it's just this, right? 1, and then this is just for the digit 0. Yeah, it should be just for the digit 0. And then, yeah, 1 plus 0. Do I have another return issue? No, it looks okay. What? Why? Why are you doing this to me, code? XX. Okay, fine. I don't get it. Okay, 1, true, false. Why is it index? Am I missing something? What? Why is this returning this? Okay. So 0 index, true, true. Okay, fine. And then now index 1. But why is there 3 different index 1s? Okay, fine. This is index 1 with the 0 case. Okay. Right, that's fine. That's true. I get it. That's a single digit one. No. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Slow down. Hey, what are you doing? But no, I didn't think so. But okay, so then this calls this true with this 0, right? Okay. This returning 10 is probably fine. It goes from 0 to 9 inclusive. False on index 1. How? What is calling it here? So then the index is 0. C is 0, right? C is 0, right? I don't get it. No. This is the place that calls it, but okay, it's true. So then it calls this. But why is this returning 10? What does that even mean? So it's index 1. It is not a 0. Actually, maybe this is true that this is 10, and then this is wrong. It can still be 0. Why is that returning 10? True, false. Oh, well, because this prefix is Why am I doing the prefix thing? Prefix can both be true and thing, right? What am I doing? Wow, what? My prefix, prefix DP or digit DP is really bad today. False true. What does this even mean anymore? False true. So it's which? Okay, so that's the 10. 11 sounds right, except for we explicitly remove 0, so that sounds a little bit off. But well, this one is a little bit off, but no, the prefix don't match, so it's fine. Is this supposed to be true? No. You use this. You use the prefix 0. Right? How is all the other ones right? That's what I'm also wondering. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so the kicking off should be right. True, false. What does that mean? It means that do we have a leading 0? Yeah. Okay, so if it's not leading 0 and we're the first digit, then how? Where's this coming from? Why are we calling this? Because prefix is true. For this digit, we go up to no. If prefix is true, then we do not call this with any number, right? Okay, so we double count the first digit is equal to 0 twice. Okay. So if it is matching prefix, then we do not use, okay, that makes sense. We do not use 0 as the first number. Do I do the same mistake elsewhere though? That's the, okay, we're putting too much probably, but that's fine. For here, it is now correctly, maybe correctly returning 11, but I feel like it should be 10 because we're skipping 0. Yeah, 10 is 11, 1, so true, false. If we're matching the prefix. No, this isn't right either though. I think this is if 0. Okay, so the thing is that we already use a 0 in a prefix 0 case, right? So that means that, okay, so if 0, then we already use 0, right? So if, okay, so if x is equal to 0 and not 0, then we do this. I think that's the, okay, so it's a little bit, well, okay, maybe not. If x is equal to 0, so if x is not equal to 0 and not 0, okay, maybe that's the right one. I think I said it wrong. Nope. Okay, so if x is equal to 0 and not 0, then we could do it for 0. Else, let's take it out. I don't know. So okay, so if not 0, then we just do this for 0, right? I think that's the thing, is that we already counted it, even here, but then we have a 1 here. Why do I have a 1 here? I think I just kind of, I mean, that just copied and pasted maybe? Well, if it's prefix, then we can do a leading 0. Okay, fine. Maybe that's fine. But Now to count the other, like now I have to audit the other ones, I think. Okay, so if it's 0, well, this one's gonna be last plus 1, so it doesn't change. But this one may be wrong for decrementing, right? If 0, then we already counted and we would double count it otherwise, right? So if not 0, then we count it, right? Is that right? We have to do it here too, right? I think that's the thing, is that I don't have a template for this mentally or otherwise. I usually just write it out by whatever, and I think as a result, it's not great. Where HDEC? Okay, that's good. It's a good find. Okay, 310. Am I confident? Honestly, no, but I am going to YOLO submit. It's a lot of places for a mistake. That's actually pretty bad, because I think that's small enough numbers that I could have brute forced it. But, oh well. Okay, actually, yeah. Five. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Yeah, because then now, let's just start with 10. Maybe I should double check this actually. So then for number 10, it's going to be 11 plus 10 minus, okay. Is that true? 11 seems wrong for this one, right? Because nothing should be 11. So something's really wrong already. So maybe I should have printed it out, but I saw that the 10 was correct. So maybe I got confused. But the 11 is a smell, because there's no 11 numbers and we don't count zeros. So yeah. GN, right? So here, maybe I printed these two out. The 10 here is really weird. I think that's probably the reason. I kind of put it in, and yeah. So incrementing for 10, 9 of them, maybe. I mean, it is really double counted, but 9 of them for increasing. Yeah, because why doesn't decrementing count? For 10, yeah, this is just very wrong. I mean, I got lucky on the examples, but why don't I double count? This should double count for single digits, right? Because it should count all the single digit numbers, which is very awkward just in general. But in any case, but why is this not returning a big number? I mean, I guess we have to look at the code a little bit. It's returning 2. So 10 is probably right. It's very annoying. I mean, it's not even a hard problem. I think that's the most annoying part. It's just keeping track of all these things, and it's just so easy to make mistakes. Last, right? So, I mean, last is more like the max, right? So it can go with 0. Okay. Oh, this last is not right. I see. Because it was going to 0, so it's not counting things correctly. That is definitely wrong. So 11, but yeah, okay, fine. Just want to see whether. Okay, so I mean the numbers are clearly wrong just because we're now double counting, and I have to figure out how to not double count single digits. It's so silly. The single digit numbers. The only case that it can be is, so maybe we do same inclusion exclusion, but yeah, yeah, I guess so, which is kind of really awkward. The ones that are in both single digits, right? So then now maybe we do gn subtract equal to min of x and 9, right? So we have to do something like this just to kind of it's very awkward. I don't like maybe it is what it is, but maybe we don't have this here so that we can handle them correctly, right? And same here as well, right? Okay, let's give it a run. So we have, what was the save percent? It's not 10, right? There's no way that's 10. Why is it not? Oh, it did print. I just didn't look at it. Okay. So then now it's returning 11 for 10. It's probably not right, right? Why is it returning 11? This is the last digit. If it's not 0, oh. So if or if someone like that, I have to double check that this doesn't matter. For this one, it no, this is the total counting, so that should be. No, it still has to be less than. Yeah, okay. Well, that doesn't really make sense. But oh no. This thing has to be fixed, not that. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, still not right, but a little bit closer. No, not even. What am I? This is such an uninteresting problem, but I'm just not getting it right. It is what it is. Okay, so GSN is wrong, right? Because it is counting 11. I think the 9 and 10 is right. At least for the number 10. So let's comment this out for now, and then figure out what's wrong with the combination here, right? That's 0. Oh, and 0 is right? I think. Okay. I mean, this is still not right, unfortunately. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10 is right for 10, but this is wrong for 7. So I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, I guess that goes to 9. But for 7, this is definitely wrong, right? At the very least. So for 7, we have 7 and 8. 8 is definitely wrong, so maybe I don't put it decrementing. Yeah, for 7. G, this is 7, that's fine. Decrement returns 8. Is this one? Or is this one? No, this is fine. Maybe. Yeah, this part is fine. If it's not 0, how do you get 8? I don't want to debug it. Ah, jeez. Maybe there's an easier way to do it. I'm kind of doing it a hard way. But I'm also just not being clean about it, to be frank. 10, 10, 10. No. 7, 8. Where do you get the 8 from, sir? Oh no, maybe no, just 0, true, true. So then you can have, okay, so this is 0, and then this is the prefix. So actually it's all here, not here. If this is the prefix, it goes to 7 for the first digit. So it's 7 or this, so then it, oh, this has to be a 1. Because otherwise it double counts. Okay, fine. I don't have a thing for it. Usually I separate out the other things, that's why. If not 0, then yeah, if it's not 0, then force, and C is greater than 0. 0 is consistent. 0, right? Okay, so this is Gucci or more Gucci. I don't know if it's actually Gucci. 210 is still not right, and 9 is 112. Undercounting by a lot. 776. The 6 is definitely wrong. Probably by the same way actually. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now it's 5. Did I mess that up? Why did I write 0 here? But yeah, that's just really wrong. Did I have that in the other place? I'm just getting confused all over the place. No. Okay, so 7 here is right, but the GSN should not be 5. Where's my GSN? 5 is definitely wrong. Seven is right. Oh, why did I write GSN? This is SN or S? I forget what it is. No. X. What did I have it? X9, right? Wow. Why? Larry, why? Okay, so 310 is right again, but this answer is still not right for 112 though. Why? Alright, let's try. Let's start at 100. Let's see. That's printing too much. 100 has 100 numbers. That's definitely not right. Right? That's definitely not right because yeah, 182. No, that's definitely not right because that means every number is a thing, and that's clearly not the case. But which one is wrong? So Sn is the number where the total things is, right? So that's 92 of them. Is that true? Single digits, it's 10. And I guess a lot of them, it's only when the sum is 11 or something, right? So maybe 92 is probably right. I don't know. But the both one is a little bit weird. Maybe this is too much of a hack for double counting. Like maybe we're double counting even more than that, right? I don't want to work on this anymore. This is just so annoying. I feel like the idea is right. So what am I doing wrong? With the double counting, I don't handle well. So I think that's definitely a thing. Okay, let's see. 40. Let's double check these. 45 and 54. That's 99 together. Minus, so 90. Is that right? Well, it's 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. But even 11. Why is 11 not good actually? Oh, 11's not. No. But the number 11 should be good, right? Because 11, sum of the digits is 12. Oh, sorry, sum of the digits is 2. So maybe it is true that all 100 numbers. $400, right? Because 2244. So it's only when the sum of the digits it's 11 and 22. And there's no 22 for 2 digits. So maybe 100 is right, actually. Wow. Wow. Wait, so if we do like... Let's stop printing these for a second. So 10... So that means that some of these is wrong. Well, for sure, right? Because... I don't know why this... Because 100 is 100, but 99 is 98, so we're missing one, and we're missing basically at 11 we're missing one, right? So why is 11 giving me fits? Okay, let's bring back this print statement if I could find it for 11. Okay, 11 gives me, I mean, this is probably true, but this should be 11. So my S sub n, S count, it should be 11. So this is wrong. This is giving me only 10. Let's put S. Yeah, S11 only gives me 10, so this is definitely wrong, right? Prefix, X plus C. So the prefix, this is not counting the 0. That's why. Why do I have one here? I have one in weird places, but apparently. Huh, okay. Just trying to, this output layout is terrible. Because I'm just trying to like put the output, but also look at what I answer. But I can't look at my answer without the output like blocking it or whatever. Can't even go to the bottom. Because there's too much output, you can't look at your return results, which is silly. You should be able to do both. Okay, 204, which seems a little bit high for 134 numbers, so it's definitely not quite right still, unfortunately. Yeah, what is this? S sub n is 217 for 137 or whatever it is, 135. Okay, let's print this. Okay, this is definitely wrong. We're definitely doing some double counting now. What? Okay, it's probably something about the prefix. So it's true. No, this is still true. Did I mess it up? No. 1, 0, 1. How? Why is everything a struggle today? Like I mean, I guess that's the part about this problem, is that there's so many components and it's so easy to mess up just one component. Can't even, like, it's not even a good print. But you know, even when you know what is wrong, it's just hard to kind of look at similar code the entire time and I have a maybe minor typo somewhere kind of thing, right? Okay. Where's my 100 case? Let's just do 100 real quick, just to see if 100 at least gives me 100 numbers for the S count. No, it still gives me 184. What if it's 99? Why am I double counting by so much? 99 gives me 101. Why? This part is like the easy part of the prefix sum or digit DP. So why am I messing up? That's actually very sad. Right. Okay, so I fixed it for 11, but probably not for all the other ones. All right, well let's actually go back to printing this. Now, right, oh, for 11 it's actually giving me 21 already. I thought we fixed it, but no, we just, do we double count single digits? Why would we double count? There's nothing about this should double count. Okay, for 1 it is returning 2. Nothing about this should be doubling down. For 1, do true. Okay, we prefix right, and then otherwise prefix 1 false true. Where is it getting 2 from? So prefix, this should return immediately to this. Prefix, what? 1, this doesn't run. It's, well, I see why I have a 1 there, but okay. Something like that, right? Okay, S seems more in line. Okay. And this problem is just, I'm just not good at it. There's too many print things. Okay. Yeah, let's YOLO submit just because I am so tired. Did I mess up something silly? How is this off by 1? How am I off by 1? That's kind of funny, but also, no, sad. Sad. I don't know, just 200 just in case. But how am I off by 1 in such a big number? Is it because L is equal to 1? If maybe actually. So if x is equal to 0, we return 0. I think that may be why actually. Okay. Whew. That is a pain. How did people do it so, like, I mean, it wasn't a hard problem in that, like, you know, I knew what to do for at least 40 minutes, but I probably didn't do it cleanly for 40 minutes. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I knew how to do it for 40 minutes, so, but I didn't do it maybe there's a clean way to do it for, you know, within more reasonable times or something. Maybe there's a smarter way to do it. I don't know. But that said, I think like I was mostly right, even on Q4. Sorry, I'm like processing right now. It was just more that I had just a lot of silly mistakes. So I don't know quite when I mean, at least 25 minutes ago, you could say, but even I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just had a lot of debugging with off by ones and how to do leading zeros. I have to clean up the leading zero stuff because I definitely like this wasn't consistent in a lot of cases and didn't really think through it a lot. The leading zero has always been weird. I usually actually write this another way, so maybe that's, you know, but I was very fast on the first couple. It's just, I don't know. Very sad. There's so many issues with the leading zeros. Maybe I gotta figure out how to handle it a little bit better. Gotta look at some code. But yeah. I know that I can combine all these functions, but yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, the issue of having all these functions instead of just having one is just that it was so hard to kind of debug everything, as you saw. And like the idea I had pretty soon, so I don't think I had issues with the idea. But anyway, that's all I have for today. That's all I have for this one for now. Thanks for watching. Quite a mess. But yeah, stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.